Every single day, people around the globe take billions of photos. That is not a typo. Billions. With a B. Just think about the sheer volume of images flooding our social media feeds, our news sites, our family group chats. This tidal wave of pictures uploads every second, creating a constant scrolling river of digital moments. Yet, amidst this massive ocean of pixels, every now and then, a single photograph manages to stop us dead in our tracks. It makes us pause our endless scrolling. It makes us look closer. It makes us feel something profound. The real question isn't just about taking pictures. It's about understanding why some of them have this incredible power to stand out and capture our collective imagination. What is it that makes a photograph truly amazing? It's not just about having the latest camera tech. It's not about the most expensive camera gear. It's not about using a complicated filter. It's not about a trendy editing style. Amazing photography goes much deeper than that. It is an art form that can tell a complete story without a single word. It can make us erupt with laughter over a perfectly timed, silly moment. It can bring a tear to our eye by capturing raw, unguarded emotion. A truly great photograph can become a universal language, speaking directly to our hearts, transcending cultural and linguistic barriers. However, creating a photo that resonates so deeply is getting harder than ever. The sheer volume of images is one of the biggest hurdles. On platforms like Instagram and TikTok, your photo competes with millions for a fleeting moment of attention. Even technically brilliant photographs can get lost in the digital noise. Getting noticed feels like shouting in a packed stadium during the championship game. It's a tough, noisy world for a photograph. There's another challenge photographers face every day: the subtle but powerful pressure to create images that are perfect for likes, for shares, for online validation. That chase for digital approval can pull photographers away from what's authentic. Instead of genuine emotion or a compelling story, the goal can become something polished, trendy, or technically flawless. That pressure can stifle creativity, drain the soul from an image, leaving it hollow and unable to make a true, lasting connection with the viewer. So, if it's not just about fancy gear, what is the secret sauce? What are the ingredients that turn an ordinary snapshot into an extraordinary photograph? It really boils down to a few fundamental elements that anyone can learn to see and use. The first, and arguably one of the most important, is composition. This is simply the art of arranging the elements within your frame to guide the viewer's eye. Think of it as being the director of your own little movie scene. A strong composition often has a clear subject, a focal point that immediately tells the viewer, "Hey, look over here." It is about creating order out of chaos in a way that feels natural and pleasing. One of the easiest ways to improve your composition is to use some classic time-tested guidelines. The rule of thirds is a great place to start. Imagine your frame is divided into a tic-tac-toe grid. Instead of placing your main subject right in the dead center, try positioning it on one of the lines or at one of the points where the lines intersect. This simple shift often creates a more dynamic and visually interesting image. You can also use leading lines, like a winding road, a fence, or a river, to draw the viewer's eye deeper into the photograph, taking them on a visual journey through the scene you have captured. Next up is the absolute heart and soul of every single photograph ever taken: light. Light is what creates mood, defines shape, and brings texture to life. It is the paintbrush you use to create your image. Soft, diffused light, like on an overcast day or during the golden hour just after sunrise, it wraps gently around your subject. Harsh, direct light, like the midday sun, can create bold shadows and a sense of drama or intensity. Learning to see and understand the quality of light at different times of the day is a game changer for any photographer. Finally, let's talk about perspective. This is all about changing your point of view to show your audience something familiar in a completely new and unexpected way. Most people take photos from eye level because it's easy and comfortable. But the magic happens when you break that habit. Try getting down low to the ground for a dramatic, larger-than-life look. Climb up high and shoot down for a bird's-eye view that reveals patterns and shapes. Get incredibly close to your subject to focus on tiny details, or step way back to show its place in a vast, sweeping landscape. A fresh perspective can surprise the viewer and make them see the world differently. Now, Let's move beyond the technical side and think about a single picture that had the power to change the world. These images are rare, but when they appear, their impact is undeniable. A photograph that captured a pivotal moment in history, a moment of profound struggle, an act of incredible bravery. These are the photos that don't just get a lot of likes. They spark global conversations. They fuel social movements. They become forever etched in our collective memory. They show us a hard truth that we can no longer ignore. They put a human face on a complex issue, making it impossible to look away. One powerful example is the photograph known as The Vulture and the Little Girl, taken by Kevin Carter in Sudan in 1993. The image depicts a tiny, emaciated child collapsed on the ground, a vulture nearby. The photo is stark, simple, and absolutely devastating. It doesn't need any explanation or caption to convey its message. A raw, unflinching look at the horrors of famine. When this photograph was published, it sent shockwaves around the world. It forced people to confront a reality they might have preferred to ignore. The emotional and social impact of that single photograph was immense. It immediately became a symbol of the Sudan famine and wider suffering. Newspapers and TV stations were flooded with calls asking what happened and how to help. The image generated an unprecedented outpouring of humanitarian aid and donations. It moved people from passive awareness to active engagement. One still image proved more persuasive than hours of reports or thousands of words. This is the ultimate power of photography. A photo like Carter's transcends art, becoming a historical document and catalyst for change. It connects with our most basic human empathy. These photos aren't trying to be clever. Their strength is brutal honesty and a single powerful truth. They hold up a mirror to the world and demand attention. When a photograph can move millions to feel, to question, and to act, it becomes more than a picture. It becomes a voice for the voiceless. In the end, what truly separates a great photograph from a simple snapshot is its ability to tell a story and evoke an emotion. While billions of images are captured every day, the ones that last are those that cut through digital clutter and speak directly to our shared human experience. They are built on the foundational pillars of strong composition, masterful use of light, a unique, compelling perspective. That is a power that should never be underestimated. So, the next time you pick up your camera or even just your phone, don't just think about taking a picture. Think about the story you want to tell. Pay attention to the light and how it falls on your subject. Don't be afraid to move your feet and try a new angle that no one else has thought of. Look for the emotion, the action, the quiet detail that can turn an ordinary scene into something special. What is a photograph that has moved you? Share it in the comments below or on your own social feed and tell us why it means so much to you. Let's start a conversation about the images that matter. The next great photograph could be anywhere, and it might even be one that you take. Go out there and find it.